closing disclosures and why they are so important at the end of that real estate transaction. Hi, this is Linda Hardwick with the Hardwick Properties Group, powered by eXp Realty. And closing disclosures, something you're going to receive at the end of the transaction, right as we're coming up to the end. It is required that you receive these closing disclosures 3 business days prior to your close date. If you don't receive those, you don't have to sign them, but you do have to receive them. If you don't receive them 3 business days prior to closing, we can't close. Now, what is the closing disclosure? The closing disclosure is going to disclose to you the price of the home, your down payment, all of the title fees that the buyer is responsible for paying. It's got all the prorations for taxes and for property taxes and HOA, basically what it is. And the title company and the lender are going to balance this document. So they both have to have everything they need from each other. Title needs everything from the lender, lender needs everything from title, so that they can sit down and balance and make sure that they both come up with the same number. And then they send that off to you as the buyer. We get down to the deadline every time. And it's not shocking to get this. Almost every transaction that I've had, it shows up literally 3 days before we close. Every once in a while, I've seen it show up a little early, and buyers tend to panic at this point because they know that they can't close without that document. It's okay. I've only had a few times where the wheels fell off a little bit and we had to push a couple of days, which can be traumatic for people who have hired movers. So believe me, I will stay on top of the lender and the title company to make sure that we are working towards getting that closing disclosure. I start hammering both of them about 5 to 6 days prior to closing to make sure that we are on target for that. Again, this is going to be the number. It's at the bottom. That's that final number. That's the dollar amount you want to get your cashier's check for, or make sure that you have the money all set up in one account for your wire transfer. Also, you want to talk to your bank if you're doing wire transfer, because you want to make sure that a lot of banks have a different routing number that they use for large wires like that. So you want to check with your bank before closing to make sure that that happens. Again, you only have to receive the closing disclosure, and the lenders usually have a way to note that that's been sent out, or the title companies have a way to note that that's been sent out and that you've received it. You will sign this closing disclosure at closing, and that is going to then be distributed to all of the different parties. So that is why that closing disclosure is so important. And trust me, I will stay on top of that for you guys. If you have any questions at all about the transaction or the real estate market, please don't hesitate to give us a call. Again, this is Linda Hardwick with the Hardwick Properties Group, powered by eXp Realty, and we are fiercely focused on client satisfaction.